Okay.
All right, putting you on the spot. Okay.
All right. So here's all devices a customer would have in their IT environment. They can all be monitored for call home using Insight remote support. With the Gen 8, we have a unique experience because the Gen 8 customers, Gen 8 servers, have embedded remote support and embedded management capabilities. But all of the other devices in their environment can also be monitored. They just have to install agents. But as we go forward, we'll have more and more that use the embedded capabilities. And basically, out of the box, you can do remote support and be discovered by Insight remote support. In the middle layer here, we've got HP SIM and Insight Control that help customers manage their environment. They can provision their servers from these management tools, and they can manage and control their energy usage. Insight remote support, that's basically call home, which means you're 24/7 monitoring. Events are sent to HP. HP puts them through an analysis engine and determines right away whether to open a case or not. A case is open because something has failed. Call the customer, say, hey, confirm that this, really has failed on this device. We're seeing this here. Just want to make sure they haven't been doing testing or something that, caused a failure versus an actual failure.
So if one of my servers has a predicted failure on the hard drive,
right,
HP is going to know about it?
HP is going to know about it.
Wow.
Correct.
Okay.
So auto-generated service event 24/7 can happen at midnight, 1 in the morning. We automatically open the support case and contact the customer regarding where do we ship the part, or where do we bring the person and the part and schedule the delivery if they have a contract that says HP replaces it for
Got it.
Okay. In addition, what's new is with this new version 7 of Insight Remote Support, we also offer Insight Online. And that allows customers to very easily see their device support and event information anywhere at any time, and also allows them to share it with their partner. So I'm just going to go through this demo here that kind of shows what an experience would be like. Okay? So right here we've got an example of Gen 8. It's running ILO 4, so that's the embedded capabilities with embedded remote support. And there's been, an electrical grid quirk. Here we go. Now an event has happened. You can see that event has happened. And in Insight Remote Support, you've already said that you want to be alerted when an event happens on this device. So now you've got a phone message telling you that you've had a power supply failure on that Gen 8 server. It happens to be a Proliant SL230. So you've got the message, but you're at home, you're somewhere else, and you're not in front of your Insight Remote terminal. You want to find out what's happening. So you log into HP Support Center, you put in your username and ID, password, and now you get 3 of those devices have critical service events against them. We want to find out more about those service events. You can also see that contracts and warranties are captured as well. We can track those as well. But right now we're going to go check out that event. So here's your list of your 3 critical service events. You can see the device name here that we could click and see more information, which we're going to do, but we'll do that later. Here's the problem description. We're going to go further here. And just for information, there's the case ID. So you could actually click here. It would take you out to Support Case Manager, right to the support case. So not only can you see the event, but the case as well. So we're going out to the service event. Here's all the information on the event. Here's the case ID, again, which you can easily click and get more information on the case. But this happens to be a customer self-repair for a power supply. So we're going to click here, and it's going to give me a video that tells me how I repaired this.
Oh, wow.
Basically, pull it out, and put it back in. But now we want to see more about that device. So we're going to go look at that device. Here we've got a picture of the device and some high-level information on the device. So we saw earlier the dashboard for the 142 devices. Now we've got a dashboard for that individual device. So each device has its own dashboard. We can see the configuration for that device, the service events for that device, contracts and warranties for that device. So here we're going more into the configuration details for that device. going to go back to the dashboard. So we've looked at events and we've looked at devices, so now we're going to look at contracts and warranties. So here we've got our support agreements, our care packs, and our warranties.
Nice.
And over here you've got an action drop down so that you could see things like more details on that care pack. Like what are the devices that are supported, what's the support level on that care pack, what users have you shared that care pack with. So all kinds of information there. But right now we're going to sign out of the user environment. And you, in Insight Remote Support, have designated a partner to view the device information, to be your support partner for your devices. So we're going to see what the partner sees.
So they link it up to the partner's account.
Correct. Each device in Insight Remote Support is either associated with HP or a partner to support that device.
Oh, so I could. So if I'm. So we have a consulting firm.
Yeah.
So if we have 20, 30, 40 clients with all HP equipment, we can basically have one dashboard
Correct.
here with all of our clients. So what is this? What are those? The legend, the color
So
keys that are
it's
there?
telling me that there are 3 devices with critical service events, 127 of them with no service events at this moment, and 12 that I've added but are not remote support devices. So it's quickly telling me I should need to pay attention to this customer, probably need to pay attention to this customer because they've got 25 devices. I'm okay here, they don't have any issue. Right now we're going to go into Digi. So DaVinci Telecom, here's the 142 devices we saw earlier, here's the 3 service events. Right now the partner does not get a consolidated contract and warranty view. We're working on that for the next version. But we're going to look at the devices. Whether you're a customer or a partner, you can organize the devices in whatever groupings make sense to you. In this case, we've got Los Angeles, Houston, and New York. These happen to be other devices that haven't been clicked yet, or haven't been put into groups yet. Here you can see Los Angeles has 1 device that has a critical event and 56 that don't. Houston's got 1 device with a critical event, 35 that don't. New York's got no devices with critical events and 14 that are all set. Okay? So there we are in terms of that click-through demo. What I can also show you, here I'm on a test system. So for instance, we looked at the contracts and warranties before. But I just wanted to show you what kind of information you'd see. So here's a care pack. We're going to view the details on that care pack. So this particular care pack has 24-hour, 24/7 on-site support with 3-year. Here's when it started, here's when it ends, it's currently active. We're going to look at what products are supported there, which happens to be this one. And we're going to look at the users that have access to this care pack because you've shared it. This is a test system, so obviously we've got a lot of different users that are sharing this device at the moment. But just kind of gives you a view, a nice view.
Do I even need to? Do I have to speak to someone to get a replacement part? Is there any way to do it like completely online? So if I have a failed hard drive, Insight Online picks it up. Do I have to speak to a human to get a replacement?
You do, because
Okay.
the human needs to confirm that it actually was a failure.
Okay.
Because there are times when people are doing testing, and you can set it to say, I'm doing testing, don't send this event back to HP. But if you forget, we just need to confirm that it wasn't something
Sure.
that you were, the customer might be doing in order normal testing, removing a device from the environment because they're moving to another environment, and it gets reported to HP, and we just need to confirm it. We also need to confirm the address.
Sure.
Because people don't always remember to update, companies move, people change locations,
Yep.
devices move. We don't want to be sending it to Albuquerque when
Yep.
the device is in
Sure.
California. So rather than trying to do that, there's that confirmation. Now maybe we could do that more mobile conversation in the future, but right now it takes a human. What I wanted to show here is the device configuration. So I'm going to pick this device. I just wanted to show you the type of configuration information that the customer can access. So here, again, the summary information, but we've got operating system, we've got fan information, cooling redundancy, network port. So all of this is part of a configuration
Okay.
collection that the customer chooses when and how often it updates to HP. This information helps the person who's getting that event to know, okay, here's the device, how much memory do they have, storage, in order to assess how best to fix it and what could have gone wrong. So that's what the information is doing. But we're also sharing this back to the customer who might want to have access
Okay.
to this as well.
So is this available right now inside online, or
Yes.
Okay, it is operational.
So-
I heard that it's going to be another quarter.
Insight Online is available
Okay.
now. Insight Remote Support that feeds Insight Online will be shipping in July. So there's a 7.0 version of Insight Remote Support that's available today, but under controlled release, and it only
Okay.
supports Gen 8. This new version, 7.05, now supports ProLiant, Integrity, storage devices, network devices.
Which
selected
generations is it going to?
enterprise
Is this so the newest one? Is that going to be Gen 8, Gen 7?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Gen 8 and Gen 7, but it also goes Gen G6, 5, 4.
Oh,
I know
wow.
I've seen
Okay.
5 and 4 back here.
Oh, wow.
I haven't seen a 3, but I think we don't have any in our test environment.
What does it use? Basically, it runs off the ILO.
Yes.
All the information is through the ILO. Okay.
Well, ILO for Gen 8,
Mm-hmm.
it would, for G7, 6, 5, 4, you would need the agents, the
Okay.
SMP or web
Okay.
agents. Okay. But as you go forward to
GA
G9,
makes it very-
10,
okay.
it would all be ILO.
Okay. Cool.
Okay?
Excellent.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
You're very